Hi, my name's Sun.
My name is Elizabeth.
What up, my name's just your boy Kaze.
I'm Kat.
Krissie.
My name is Isaac.
Josh.
Corrin.
Whitney.
Scarlett is a Maki.
Salim.
Corrin. My name is Laurence, and I am Black History in the Making.
I've always been reading comics. Anything I get my hands on, having busy parents who couldn't always answer questions. Sometimes I would get the answers to questions from anyone from Reed Richards to Master Splinter. The more and more that I found, the more and more I was interested in it. One of the things that I lead is a thing called Afroflux. Afroflux is all about that, the black and brown experience that is under-examined. Not everyone's an athlete. Not everyone makes their way like that. And even those that do, they have other stories. And I want to make those human journeys easier to navigate, a lot easier to understand, and a lot easier to find them in our histories.
I got into cosplay because my dad, he was a big ass nerd back in the 60s and 50s, like all the other black guys who used to watch kung fu movies and read Marvel comics. And it was always like amazing to get involved in another world. I would love to eventually go to the World Cosplay Summit and represent Britain in a cosplay competition. I've always been really nervous about cosplay competitions because not only am I a black woman, I'm also tall, and I'm also curvy, so I never really fit in terms of looking like the character, but things have changed, times are different, and I would love to represent GB in Japan. That would be a lot of fun.
Grew up watching my brother play video games, so that's how I was introduced to it. And the same with anime, though I was the Bleach fan and my sister was the Naruto fan. When I got into university, that's when it started to be more competitive because I joined a society, and it was like a fighting game society. So happy I found it because I met so many amazing people. Took part in the esports varsity, so I repped my uni against another uni, and I fought them. If that's anything, that's like my proudest moment.
Oh, can we see a comeback? Oh, that's punishable. Oh, Raven! And there we have it. Absolutely dominating performance.
I watched the animated Spider-Man cartoon in the 90s, and I really loved the depictions of heroism and the adventures that they had. And then I started to get into anime when I watched Dragon Ball Z for the first time at my cousin's house, and I saw Frieza roll up on Namek and just destroy worlds. That was really eye-opening for me because throughout all the shows I had watched, I had never seen such bombastic action. And it really opened my eyes to a whole new world of animation, storytelling, and culture that I would have never experienced before.
Alright, boom. So the origin story behind Animandem basically was just a group of brothers, a group of young black men from ends. And we loved anime, do you know what I mean? And like many a time, man would meet mandem from ends that were like into anime, and first it was surprising, and then it became a thing where it's like, no, there's bare of us. We felt like that we weren't really seen within the kind of nerd / otaku culture. We were like, we want to do something for like other people, young black people like us who really fuck with anime. All the like mad shit we go through in our lives, you know what I mean? All the stress, all the, you get me, oppression and shit like that. It's like escapism for us. So we wanted to make a platform where other like young black otakus could see it and listen to it and be like, yo, them man are like us, Do you know what I mean? Like, because we didn't really have that in the same way.
Yeah.
So because my father was quite old, we would have lots of like vintage illustrations dotted around the house. So, beautiful botanicals and florals. And I found a lot of shoujo styles were influenced by these romantic illustrations, but I never saw people who looked like me. So here I am creating them. If you like what you see, hit me up anytime on IG and stay cute.
Particularly one instance that I remember was when I went to Liverpool Comic Con. I was going around the con hall and I went to this particular stall and I heard this very audible gasp. I turn and there's this little girl, she's like, oh my god, it's Luffy, and I'm like, how you doing? She's like, oh my god, Mom, Luffy said hi to me. I know they're not screaming over me, they're screaming over the character, but it's the mutual love for the character, do you know?
So I want to help inspire other black people out there who do like anime and want to get into cosplay but feel like they can't because there isn't space for them. We exist, and you're not weird because you're not the only one. You are valid and you can come in, please. We need more people. You need more black people to encourage others who are on the fence about cosplay and want to get involved. You can do it. Get in.
I more or less love doing cosplay to have fun. It's more or less one of my favorite hobbies now, especially when I get to craft my own props for a specific cosplay. I really love doing that.
The team at Streamcast is dedicated to diversifying the gaming industry's workforce and enhancing the visibility of underrepresented content creators. We want to help more people who look like us work in the industry and appear more prominently in games.
TeamOtakuUK, that got created after university. I just wanted to turn my passion into an organisation where we could just help cosplayers and just help people just get into anime and gaming, really. The type of impact I want to have is I just want to make anime bigger here. I want them to be supporting black people as well with the discrimination they get as cosplayers. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to get to a stage where we actually have people from the UK that are doing manga and, doing their own anime and having those on the front stage.
Whatever it is you do, just start. Some of the best inspiration comes from looking back and seeing how far you've come.
My one piece of advice would be to not be afraid and to just go forward. If you want to play an instrument, go into a music shop and go, hey, that looks fun, how do I play it? And maybe the store clerk can show you a few notes. Just have a go. You have to start somewhere. And don't be afraid to talk about it. There's nothing to be scared of. Dip your toe in, give it a shot.
Just do it. Just start. There's nothing stopping you. Just get a wig, find a character that you love, and just cosplay. Cosplay is for everyone. It's not just for people who, look like the reference character. No, it's none of that. Make sure that you do it with all the passion that you have as a fan. That's like my, one thing I say to all young people, or anyone. You could be old and want to, like me, and want to get into cosplay. So just do it.
People are always going to judge you no matter what you do or say. So just follow your passion. Life's all about following your passion. Be confident. Being confident is just about stepping forward. Do you know what I mean? Connect with people. There are people that are into what you're into. Trust me, you just need to go out there and you might get burnt, but just keep on going forward, and that's how true confidence is built.
Definitely, no matter how old you are, no matter what skin color, what race, it literally does not matter. Like, as long as you're having fun, enjoying it, it's literally just cool. There's nothing to be afraid of.
All I can say is that whatever your age, your skin color, gender identity, don't let anyone discourage you from trying out cosplaying. Cosplay is for everyone. I've learned to ignore those who try to oppose to it. You get to meet a lot of people in the cosplay community, and trust me, we love what we do.
Do what you love and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. I've experienced that too many times, and I've learned that when people tell you that you can, they're projecting their own fears onto you. You shouldn't let that stop you from doing what you enjoy doing. Pursue your dream no matter what anybody says, even if it's not the traditional path. Pursue it, chase it, and chase it relentlessly. And you never know what the future has in store for you.
If there's a gap in the market for it, fill it. Be that change you want to see in the world. I know way too many people who wouldn't even bat an eyelid at cosplay because it's an expensive man's sport, but let me tell you now, I am not expensive, nor am I a man. Just never cosplay anything you wouldn't wear afterwards. It's wasteful. Look through your clothes baskets and think, which character would wear this? Then build your first cosplay off of that. You can be just as big and grand as any other type of person out there, and in fact, you already know that because your imagination is fire. Because when your circumstances are not all that fire, your imagination has to be. Okay, that was like 50 pieces of advice, but I'm feeling generous, so keep the change.
To not be deterred by the small number of other black cosplayers and black nerds out there. Wear it as your badge of honour. Become that spokesperson for black people in the UK who are also cosplayers, because we are here and we just want our voices to be heard in the cosplay community and to show that there is space for us.
Don't be a nerd. It's too damn hard. Stay back. No, you don't want to stay over there. You want to come here. You want to go further than where I've gone, further than where she's gone. Okay, cool. If you really feel this, no one's going to stop you and no one can. The one piece of advice is to always keep that in mind. If you're just dabbling, feel free to dabble. If it's a life mission, then go ahead. Hit it out the park, as they say, go for 6.
Just have fun, because honestly, this community is very fun to be in. You'll make loads of new friends, and it's honestly a great experience doing it, so just love what you do, don't compare yourself.
To keep learning and stay humble, because you don't always know the totality of the information in your field. There will always be someone who knows more than you, and you need to be ready to learn from that person. So one day that you can teach someone else who is looking to learn from you. But also remember to have fun, enjoy the process, enjoy looking for references, enjoy the struggling to make that beat, enjoy meeting new people, because that's what makes you want to get up and do it all over again.
As soon as you start being honest about yourself and who you are, you attract the people that are meant to be in your life. There's no one way to be black. So just be brave, bold and beautiful in your blackness, however that looks. And those people that respond to that will flock to you.
Don't be put off by the gatekeepers. Kick them doors down, because that's how our ancestors did it. That's how we doing it. It can be easy to be put off by something because you have one bad experience where people are pagans and they'll let you in. There's probably more people like you than you think that are looking for people like you.
We are the Animandem. I'm Elliot Barnes-Worrell.
I'm Conrad Kira.
There's also Ken Wosu and Bradley Banton, but they couldn't be here today.
And we make a lit podcast about anime, otaku shit. You get me? And we throw a bit of meaningful things in there as well.
And a little bit of shade.
A lot of jokes.
And we are Black History in the Making.
Done.